So 90% of traders, they take a fake breakout. They don't know how to take the real one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a real breakout trades and improve your win rate massively. So as we all know, this is the normal breakout setup. Very simple, very easy, and very clear. But when I come here to take this breakout trade, I failed miserably and it hit my stop loss. I didn't know what's the reason why did this not work. I'm sure it happens to many of us. So most influencers online, they say, oh, just wait for a closure, and when this candle retrace, create a bottom wick, and then you enter on the flip, and that's it. Simple, right? No, it's not that simple. There is much more into it. So let's start with the first filter that's gonna massively change your breakout trading. The first one, and it's actually very important one that improved my win rate on trading breakouts massively, is not overextended. So what does it mean, not overextended? I actually explained the term overextended previously in my video. You can check it out. As you can see here, we have this candle that closed above the range. As everyone can see, we have two candles actually that closed above the range. I waited very patiently and I entered on the break of this candle, like every trading guru says, enter on the break. And then suddenly this candle retraced and hit my stop loss. It even went too much deep in the range. This was about more than 100 pips, and then it went out. This was a massive trade if I was on the right side. So what can I do right to win this trade? It's simply, you should not enter overextended trade. As you can see here, we have 1 2 3 4 5. We have five green candles in this range. We didn't wait for a pullback to enter. We have a 5 green candle in this range. Here 1 2 3 4 5, and this was the 6th green candle, which is extremely overextended. So after this candle, before this candle closed, we better have waited for a pullback and then enter like this, anticipating the price to move to the upside. So next one, we have volume time. This one is actually very important as well, but the fourth one is the most important one. So when I was taking trades, not during volume time, for example, as you can see here, I took this trade during Asian session and actually it worked. You can see this green candle. So after this candle closed, you can see here that this is very clear breakout, price been ranging, and then this candle closed with a huge wick, and I was anticipating this wick fill. But what happened is that this bullish candle, it went up, created a top wick, and then when it went to move down, I entered on the flip of the low. As you can see here, I entered on the flip as we discussed. Right here I entered on the flip. So price moved a little bit, I think not even 1-to-1, about 60 pips, but my stop was a little bit bigger than that. And then suddenly from nowhere, price just went up and hit my stop loss. My stop loss was here above this candle high, and it hit my stop loss because there was no volume anymore, and you know, Asian session is a little bit slow session. So it's better to trade during the volume time. If you don't know when is the volume time, I made a very detailed description in my previous video. You can check it down. I will leave the link somewhere here. And I'm sure this will improve your trade massively, because when there is volume, you can actually ignore some facts, and it will also improve your breakout trading as well. So now we get to the third one, and it actually helped me to take a better breakout setup. Boom! No wick breakout. So as you can see here very clearly that this candle didn't have a wick at all. This, guys, this is massive by itself. As you can see here, this is massive. So the previous candle didn't have any type of wick at all, and then I entered on the break of this candle right here. As you can see, this was my entry. This is actually a real trade. I took this trade and I took a loss, so you don't have to take them, so you can learn from my mistakes. And after I took this massive loss, I was asking myself, why did it fail? Like, everything looks good, it's not overextended, this trade was during volume time. But what's the mistake is that there was no top wick right here, which is you should pay very big attention to it, because this is very massive and it changed my trading drastically. So now we will go to the fourth and the most important one. Here, where is the real sauce? And it is, boom, multiple time frame alignment. This step itself, it changed my trading to the better, not only on the breakout setup but also on the fake out and in all the setups I am taking. So what does it mean, multiple time frame alignment? I'm going to explain it in short and in details as well. So as you can see here, this trade, focus with me on this trade. I know there is a monster trade right there, but this is not the topic for today. So on this trade, you can see here that we have a breakout on the 15-minute time frame. Look, this was the 15-minute time frame and we got the breakout right there. So this is our area. This candle closed below our area with a huge wick and I entered. Boom, shakalaka, nice hit to the recent rejection area, secured something. I'm sure I'm secured something right there. And I think when this candle opened, created the top wick, it never hit my stop loss actually. So I doubled my position and entered right here, securing more and more profit. This what it looks on the 15-minute time frame. But why I was so confident with this trade? Here I'm going to show you how it looks on the 30-minute time frame. Look how clearly it looks that this is a perfect high quality setup on the 30-minute time frame. As you can see here, we have impulse candle, or celery as some people call it. This candle here, it confirmed for me that we are moving to the downside and we have a weak bullish momentum. And you can see here, price rallied more than 200 pips from the where I entered. It was a sniper entry, as you can see there. So that, how was it looking on the 30-minute time frame? And now we will come to the 1 hour and the 4 hour time frame. So here, this is the 1 hour time frame. So I like to take a picture of all the time frames together. On the 1 hour time frame, you can see here that it was actually, there was some sort of like a support area right there, and also it indicates that there was a breakout. So this line is not, I think I draw it on the 13-minute time frame or the 15, but it shows here clearly that there was even breakout on the 1 hour time frame. We have breakout on 2 times frame, which is the 15, as you can see here, the 15-minute time frame and the 1 hour time frame. So we have the 15 plus the 1 hour time frame, it was breakout. And on the 30-minute time frame, we have an impulse entry or a celery play, an impulse entry on the 30-minute time frame. So now we have the 15-minute plus the 1 hour plus the 30 minutes. They are all together indicating a strong bearish momentum. So now we come to the most important time frame of them all. And as you notice here, this was actually in my time zone. This is actually during the New York session. I believe it's after New York open. So this is a really high volume time. You can see here perfectly on the 4 hour time frame that the 4 hour closed below this support line right here, closed clearly below the support line, this candle. It's very clear and obvious. And then the next candle, I waited patiently till it created this top wick, very nice and steeper top wick, and then I entered on the break of the low, as you can see here, 5155, it's right around there. I entered exactly right there and grabbed about, I think, 100 pips or 100 plus from this trade. So it was also showing, as you can see here, breakout even on the 4 hour. So we had 3 time frames breakout on the 15 minute and on the 1 hour, and also on the 4 hour the charts was showing breakout. Here is a big B for breakout. And on the 30 minute we had impulse entry. So what does it mean, guys? This means this is the most confluence of them all, which helped me massively to master and improve my trading, which is nobody actually talking about. And most of trading gurus, they just say whenever the candle close, just take a buy on the next candle. That doesn't make any sense. This is not the real trading. Yeah, this was the fourth and the most important one, and you can implement it, and I'm sure your trading will improve massively. So now I'm going to show you some examples of my breakout trades. As you can see here, this was during New York Open, exactly 7 minutes before NYSE Open. As you can see here, we have this trade on the 30-minute time frame. It's not overextended, as you can see, so this is just only one green candle. We had a support here, candle broke above, and actually I didn't enter on the break of this high. I entered on the break of this high right there because there was some rejections week, and I tried to secure where this week, but price was moving very, very fast, that I secured a little bit above. It was really nice trade. I think I secured in like 2 or 3 minutes. Was a really nice profit. Here is my terminal execution, secured about 1 to 1. So, and now here's a next trade. This was buy. I believe this was during also NY session. You can see here how we have very nice volume, very nice move up. So if there was not this red candle, I would call this overextended breakout and I wouldn't take it. But because of this candle, now we have a fresh support. And after this fresh support, we got our nicely closed candle above our resistance area. And this candle retested, waited patiently for it to tap this tap our resistance line, and then boom, I entered, boom, secured about 100 plus pips. Was very, very nice and perfect entry. So you might wondering, now I will show you the proof that I'm not saying bullshit. This was actually from 4 years of experience, guys. 4 years from failing, and I have my journal here that shows everything. So on the breakout, actually it's a little bit, it has a little bit low win rate. I have about 65 to 70% win rate on the breakout setup, but whenever it works, it gives you massive profit if you choose the right one. So here's the proof. This was actually recently. So I was checking the chart looking for a trade example that I can show you from a recent price action. And I saw this area right here. You can see that we have price that was consolidating in this area. And then you can see here how this candle closed nicely below our support line. This red candle closed very nicely with a strong body. It's also, pay attention guys to the strong body, that the body is bigger than the wick. This is also a major point. So, and as you can see here, this was exactly pre-London Open on my time, and it was on Friday. It's a high volatile day. So after this candle, 30-minute candle closed below this line, you waited for a retest. So I didn't take this trade, I was very busy, but it explains everything. So let's check on the 15-minute time frame. What does it look like? So about my fourth point, which is the time frame alignment. So you can see here that we have breakout on the 15-minute time frame, And also it looks clear on the 30-minute time frame that this candle closed below. And if you check the 1 hour, you can see also that we have the 1 hour breakout, and the most important one finally is the 4 hour. Look how beautifully this 4 hour candle closed below. So this is what will change your trading mindset and will improve your winning strategy. You think in the beginning it's just simple, a candle closure, but it's much more than that. So this explains everything, guys. Look, the stop loss was about 75 pips and price went for more than 400 pips. Imagine that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't know where to start learning from, you can check these videos or these videos. I will leave it somewhere here. Adios.